very good morning to all of you students. I think all of you are fine and doing your studies at home. Yes, so are you ready for social science class? Yes, so let's start with our social science class. But students, today I would like to discuss a fact. I would like to tell you one fact about that there are more than 171 moons in our solar system. As we are studying about solar system, so I thought that you should know about this, that there are more than 171 moons in our solar system. Mercury has no moon, Venus has zero moon, Earth has one moon, Mars two moon, Jupiter has 66 moons which are revolving round the planet Jupiter. Saturn has 62 moons which are revolving round the Saturn planet. Uranus have 27 moons. Yes, and Neptune has 13 moons. So there are more than 171 moons in our solar system. Was it interesting for you all? Yes, you enjoyed and you gathered very good information about the space. Yes, so let us start with this our social science class and bring your geography book because right now we are studying geography subject chapter number 1, the earth in the solar system. And in this what we have done in earlier classes, we have studied about sky at night. We have discussed the full moon night and the new moon night. Full moon night is known as Purnima and new moon night is known as Amavasya. We have also discussed about celestial bodies, that all the objects like sun, moon and the stars which are there, asteroid, meteoroid which are there in the in the universe, in the space, they all are known as celestial body. Yes, which are all there in the sky, those objects are known as celestial bodies. Star, we have discussed that star is a celestial body which has its own heat and light. Yes, constellations, we have discussed that a group or a pattern of stars are known as constellation. Ursa Major is a type of constellation or big bear. Saptarishi Mandal is also a form of constellation. We have discussed about pole star or the north star, that with the help of pole star people in ancient time were able to find out the directions. We have discussed about moon also, that moon is a satellite which revolves around the earth. Yes, and moon is moon, there are so many moon on the in the sky or in the space. We have discussed right now that we have 171 moon, more than 171 moons. Yes, so in the solar system we have also discussed about satellites, that what are satellites. Yes, satellites are the objects which are revolving around the planets, and these are also, and those things which revolve around the sun, they are also known as satellites. So if the earth is revolving around the sun, it is a satellite. Yes, earth is also a satellite, and the moon which is revolving around the earth is also a satellite, but these are the natural satellites. If we talk about human satellites are just like a machine which are being sent to the space with the help of rockets to find out, to gather the information that what is happening in the space. Yes, we have already also discussed about the solar system, but for the solar system we will do a quick recapitulation what we studied in our earlier class. The sun, eight planets, satellite, and some other celestial bodies known as asteroid and meteoroids form the solar system. We often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. So sun is a head of the solar system. This is a solar system where sun is a head. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroids, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, these all are the family of the solar system. Earlier, before 2006, August, Pluto was also a part of a solar system. It was a planet. But after 2006 August, Pluto became a dwarf planet. Now it is not a family of solar system. Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. So, what does Sol mean in Roman mythology? It means sun god, and solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Yes, this we have discussed. From where solar system came? The family of the sun is known as solar system, and Sol means in Roman mythology sun god. Solar means related to the sun. So that is the reason as these planets are related to the sun, they are the family of the sun, and therefore it is called a solar system. Many words used in the language may have been taken from some or the other words. Geography, for example, is an English word. Yes, but it origin from Greek word, which is related to the description of the earth. And in Greek, it is formed with the help of two words. Geo means earth and graphia means writing. Find out more about the earth. So if we are finding out more about the earth, it is a study of geography. So the study of earth is known as geography. Do you know, students, human have always been fascinated gazing at night sky. So always human is very interested or keen to know about the night sky. Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are known as astronomers. Yes. Aryabhatta was a famous astronomer of ancient India. So you can see here, this is the image of Aryabhatta. He said that the moon and the planet shine due to reflected sunlight. So he said that the moon and the other planets shine with the help of sun's light. Today, astronomers all over the world are busy in exploring the universe. Do you know, students, light travel at the speed of about 3 lakh kilometers per second. It means that yet even with this speed, the light of the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the earth. It takes 8 minutes for sunlight to reach the earth. This is what we call the speed of light. Now we will talk about today's topic, the sun. We will discuss about the sun. The sun is in the center of the solar system. So you can see here sun is in the center and all other planets are revolving around the sun. So the sun is in the center of the solar system. It is a huge and made up of extremely hot gases. So sun is made up of extremely hot gases and it is very big, very huge in size. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. So sun also provides a pulling force which binds the solar system, which binds the planets. So it is having a pulling force which pulls the planets towards the sun. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. So the sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system, means for the planets which are there in the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. So sun's heat we are not able to feel so much because as it is the nearest star to earth, but it is very very far away from all of us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. So how much distance is there between sun and the earth? The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Now you can understand that how much far the sun is from the planet earth. Now we will talk about planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order of their distance from the sun, they are Mercury. So Mercury is very near to the sun. Mercury, Venus, then Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These are the 8 planets in the solar system and sun is the head of the family of the solar system. As an easy way to memorize the name of the planets in order of their distance from the sun is, you should just learn this sentence. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. So M for Mercury, V for Venus, E for Earth, M for Mars, J for Jupiter, S for Saturn, U for Uranus, and N for Neptune. So if you will learn this sentence, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. This, if you will learn this sentence, you will be able to learn the planets according to their distance from the sun. Yes, it is very easy and interesting. So learn this sentence. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in fixed path. So you can see here, this is a path on which they are revolving around the sun. So these all 8 planets revolve around the solar, revolve around the sun in a fixed path. So this fixed path is known as orbit. Yes, you can see this white color path is there in on which they are revolving around the sun. This is called as orbit, or this fixed path is no, there is a fixed path of every planet which is revolving around the sun, so that no one should come in others path. Yes, these paths are elongated, they are called orbits. So as I told you, these paths are elongated and they are called orbit. Mercury is nearest to the sun. So as I told you, Mercury is nearest to the sun. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. So as it is very near to sun, it only takes 88 days to complete one round of its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin. So Venus planet is considered as Earth's twin, just like Earth. What does Earth's twin means? Because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. So it is very similar to the Earth. That's why Venus planet is called as the Earth's twin, because its size and shape are very similar to the planet Earth. Till recently, August 2006, Pluto was also considered a planet, as I told you. However, in the meeting of International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial body objects discovered in recent past, may be called as dwarf planet. So that was a reason. Before August 2006, Pluto was also a part of solar system, but now it is known as a dwarf planet, and now it is not a part of a solar system. Now we will talk about the Earth, our planet on which we are living. Yes, the Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. So Mercury is first, second is Venus, and third nearest planet to the sun is Earth. In size, it is the fifth largest planet. So if we talk about the size of the planets, it is the fifth largest planet in the solar system. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as geoid. So what this geoid means? It means that earth like shape. So geoid means earth like shape. That is why its shape is described as geoid. So a earth like shape is known as geoid. Now, conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the earth. So as you know, life is possible on earth because water is there, oxygen is there. So all the conditions which are favorable and which supports the life on this planet are probably found on the planet earth. The earth is neither too hot nor too cold. So the weather condition, the climatic condition are also favorable to support the life. Like on the planet earth, there is neither too hot climate nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. So this planet earth has water and air available, which is very essential for the survival of the living organism. The air has life supporting gases like oxygen. So why we are calling life supporting gases? Because without oxygen, the living organisms cannot survive. Yes, so the air has a life supporting atmosphere like oxygen here on the earth, on the planet earth. Because of these reasons, the earth is a unique planet in the solar system. So because of all these things, that the earth has a air, the earth has oxygen, life supporting gases like oxygen, the earth has water on the surface, so, and which is supporting the life, and life is possible on the planet earth, which makes the earth as a unique planet in the solar system. From the outer space, the earth appears blue because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. So you can see here earth, and you can see it is appearing blue color. Why it is appearing blue color? Because its two-third part of the earth, two-third portion surface of the earth is covered with water, and only one-third part is a land area. This is therefore called a blue star. So that this is the reason the earth is also called as a blue planet. It is also called as a blue planet. Yes, because two-thirds of the part is covered by water, so the earth appears blue in color, and therefore this earth planet is also called a blue planet. So now students, what we discussed today, we discussed about the solar system, we discussed about the 8 planets, we also discussed that Pluto is a dwarf planet now, we discussed about we discussed about the sun. Yes, that the sun is very huge. It is made up of hot gases. Yes, we have discussed about Mercury. That Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. We have discussed about Venus. Venus is a Earth's twin. Yes, it is called as a Earth's twin because it is in the same size and shape of the Earth. So it is known as Earth's twin. And we have also discussed about our planet Earth, on which we are living. That what are the life supporting things available on the planet Earth, because of which the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. Yes, so now what you have to do, students, you have to read chapter number 1, geography book, page number 4. So till page number 4 we have discussed all the topics. Now what you have to do, you have to just start reading from the beginning till chapter number page number 4, and you have to write whatever queries you are having, whatever doubts you are having in a rough notebook. And whenever we will have a doubt clearing session, at that time you can ask me your doubts. Yes students. And second thing, what you have to do, you have to make a solar system. Figure number 1.2. So in a book, page number 3, there is figure number 1.2. You can refer from that also, or you can see from Google the solar system. What is there? Or you can see in the PDF I have given you the image, the picture of a solar system. You have to draw that solar system in your notebook. Yes, you can color it, you can decorate it, you can color it according to the color of the planets. So this you have to do in your geography notebook. Till then students, thank you and have a nice day.